Welcome to Spectacular Northwest Territories. My name is Wally and with me today is AJ.
Today we're going to talk about winter experiences in the Northwest Territories. Northwest Territories is truly a winter wonderland. Here you can find endless opportunities to experience the best winter activities available in the world. From an exhilarating dog sled ride to the northern tradition of ice fishing to standing in a castle made of ice and snow, there's no shortage of things to do in the Northwest Territories during the incredible winter months. Before we dive into all that great winter activities the NWT has to offer, let's cover some general tips you can use whether you're flying across a lake, pulled by dog sleds, or laying in the snow watching the Aurora dance overhead. First, dressing for winter activities. What you wear for each activity can vary slightly, but what doesn't change is that you should always dress in layers. Layering allows you to adjust your body temperature easily by adding or removing layers. This flexibility helps you maintain a comfortable temperature as your activity level or the weather changes. For a more detailed look at what to wear during your winter adventure, check out our Travel Tips What to Wear in Winter episode.
While you're out enjoying the Northwest Territories' spectacular winter landscape, you undoubtedly want to capture those memories. But keep in mind that the batteries in your devices do not like the cold. Expect that your phone or camera battery will die much faster, so make sure that your battery is fully charged before you head out. Keep those devices in a warm inside pocket when you're not using them, and bring extra batteries for your camera. Lastly, if you are on an adventure with one of our many amazing operators, listen carefully to the instructions of your guide. They're there to make sure you have an enjoyable and safe experience. There's nothing more exhilarating than being led across the frozen ground by a pack of dogs. Many years ago, traveling across Canada's Northwest Territories by dog sled was the winter transportation option of choice. It's an unmistakable, iconic Canadian experience, best experienced with an NWT guide who is often continuing the authentic Indigenous approach to this activity. Sled dogs are always excited for the snow to build and the lakes to freeze. Their boundless energy will propel you on a full-day excursion through the backcountry or a quick jaunt around Yellowknife.
And boy, can those dogs really move. That's why you'll want to bring a face covering, like a buff, or balaclava, maybe even some snow goggles if you need them, to help protect your face from the cold winter air as it rushes past your face. And when it comes to interacting with the dogs, be sure to check with your guide before approaching or petting them. These are working dogs and not all of them are interested in taking a selfie with you. Wally. The Northwest Territories is the place to see the Aurora Borealis. Here, the brightest, clearest, and the most active aurora in the world dance across the cloudless skies for up to 240 nights each year. In the winter, the low humidity means few clouds, and the early darkness means many hours beneath the northern lights. You can either get on the road to chase the aurora, watch while standing on a frozen lake, or settle down in a luxurious cabin under the dancing skies. There are two main aurora viewing seasons, fall and winter. Fall aurora season starts in late August and runs until early October, and allows for aurora viewing when the temperatures are a little more mild. Winter aurora season, when the lakes are frozen and the nights are long, runs from early January through to late April.
When you're out aurora hunting, especially in the winter season, it's important to dress a little warmer than you might think. You'll often be standing in one place for a while, and you won't be generating as much body heat as you do when you're moving. But be prepared to stay up late. Some of the best aurora viewing happens late at night. Capturing the aurora in photos can be challenging because of the cold and the dark. For more details on this and a ton of other great aurora viewing tips, check out our Travel Tips Aurora episode.
Aurora viewing tours are available with guides who are experts at tracking down the best locations for the most spectacular viewings. Plus, the sheer number of stars you'll see blanketing the night skies in the NWT are unmatched. There's something surreal about driving across a mighty layer of ice and watching your GPS take you further and further out into the blue area of the map. Enjoy the thrill. You're experiencing one of the truly unique winter activities in Canada's north. The winter ice roads in the Northwest Territories have been used for generations and are a unique way to connect the communities across the north, some of which are usually accessible only by waterways.
There are a couple things to keep in mind if you're planning on heading out on one of the NWT's ice roads. First, take it slow. The road surface is literally made of ice, so going slow reduces the risks of accidents if you lose grip. You won't find the same road markings and lines that you would on a regular road, so be extra aware of where you are on the road and keep a safe distance to the cars in front of you. Ice roads are also very wide, so there's lots of room for you to pull over to the side and take the photos. Ice Road Adventure Tours equip to convoy you between communities or an Aurora Viewing lodge, ice fishing shack, or a spot for other winter activities. Most ice roads open in December, and they are safe to travel until April. The thickness is regularly tested with the territorial government. For more tips on driving the ice roads, check out our Travel Tips Road Trips episode.
Picture yourself in a cozy hut in the middle of a frozen lake, by a hole in the ice, ready to bring in a huge fish from the waters of the Northwest Territories. That's when you truly understand why ice fishing in the NWT can be one of the most enjoyable winter activities around. The period from late March through to early May is regarded as the best season for ice fishing. Longer, sunny days help attract gargantuan fish up from the depths, although ice fishing huts and tents start to appear around lakes in the NWT as early as December. Many northerners fish all winter long. Before you head out on the lake, make sure you have your NWT fishing license. You can apply for yours online on the Government of Northwest Territories website. The other thing you will need to bring with you is your patience. Ice fishing can be a waiting game. Enjoy the experience and the company of fellow anglers while you wait for a bite.
Snowshoeing is a timeless, iconic way of traveling through the snowy world of the Northwest Territories winter. People snowshoe recreationally on winter hikes, but it is still the most effective way to walk over deep snow when traveling out to their cozy cabin or a secluded fire pit. Snowshoes are a common household item in the Northwest Territories and are ideal for anyone venturing out into the Arctic backcountry, enjoying the boreal forest, or heading across the expanse of the frozen waterway. Outfitters can provide snowshoes for rent.
For example, cross-country skiing is one of the best ways to get around and stay active in the winter. Ski clubs in the Northwest Territories groom beautiful trail networks to have you gliding through the spectacular northern backcountry or just around town. Outdoor equipment outfitters can provide cross-country skiing rentals, and many lodges provide equipment for all sorts of winter activities. Both of these activities can have you working up a sweat in no time, so dressing appropriately is important. Your body will be creating a lot of heat, so you will need to dress a little lighter than you would laying out watching the aurora. And with all that sweating and calorie burning, bringing some water and a light snack will help you keep your body fueled and your energy up. Lastly, winter days in NWT are beautiful and sunny, but the sun's rays bouncing off the fresh snow can be blinding. A pair of sunglasses or tinted goggles will help you keep from experiencing temporary snow blindness and ensure your eyes are ready for some dark sky aurora viewing.
Snowmobiling in the Northwest Territories is done both for recreation and transportation. It can be the easiest way to get out to the stunning private cabins all across the territory, or to ice fishing huts out in the deep frozen lakes. Some lodges and cabins in the Northwest Territories can provide rental snowmobiling equipment during your stay, and as such an essential form of winter transportation. It is easy to arrange for a fast-paced trip with a skilled guide.
Join an Indigenous experience tour with local guides who will give you a taste of how their ancestors survived the harsh Arctic winters on the land of the Northwest Territories. Igloo building is a skill and an art form that's been pivotal to many of the local Indigenous communities since time immemorial. Learn how to build an igloo with your Indigenous guide. Listen to wonderful stories, and maybe even spend a night in one.
Step inside the castle made of ice and snow. Yellowknife Snow Castle becomes a month-long celebration of community spirit, collaboration, innovation in the arts, and entertainment for young and old, where the spirit of winter wonderment reigns supreme. This winter wonderland is created on Yellowknife Bay, where the Snow King and his talented, hardy northern helpers brave the frigid temperatures over the course of 2 months to build a huge castle made entirely of snow and ice. The castle is open the month of March, but visitors can take a tour of the snow-built site during February. On any given day, the Snow Castle might host a child's play, followed by an arts exhibit or a rock band, a film festival, and finish the night off by transforming into a dance club. The Snow King inspires art, community, volunteerism, creativity, and active winter play. We'll let you in on a few insider tips to get you the most out of your Snow King Ice Castle experience. First, the castle is built directly on the ice of the Great Slave Lake. It's close to the shore, so it's easy to walk to from Yellowknife's Old Town. Alternatively, you can drive to the castle parking lot out on the ice.
On the outside of the castle, you will find a magical garden of snow sculptures carved by artists from all over the world as part of the International Snow Carving Symposium. You can see the sculptures as well as the outside of the castle without an admission ticket. But inside the castle is where the real magic happens. Once inside, you will find a multi-roomed palace complete with an expansive courtyard, towering ice slides, and an enclosed concert venue with a stage made of ice. Make sure to check the festival event listings and get your tickets early because they sell out fast. No matter where you are in the Northwest Territories, there are plenty of opportunities to find winter activities that match your pace and sense of adventure. For more details and booking information, visit our website spectacularnwt.com. You'll be fully prepared to tackle the cold and see what makes visiting the Northwest Territories an iconic Canadian winter adventure. We look forward to seeing you soon.